Hey, shalom, shalom. I'm Officer Adonis.
Soldier Azaziah.
We're at IUIC Seattle. We're out here doing a Cuts from the Street Christmas segment.
We're out in the city and we're asking people, why do you celebrate Christmas? What do you do? I'm here with
Tracy.
Yeah, my name is Wayne Wilson.
James.
Justin.
Here. My name is Sonia.
Mel.
Ramel, tell the people where you from.
From here, Seattle, Washington.
All praise, all praise. So, first question is, how long you been celebrating Christmas?
My whole life.
Your whole life. So, with it being you celebrating Christmas your whole life, why do you celebrate Christmas?
You know, it's just tradition. It's a reason to get family together, you know, help people out, you know.
Okay.
So what's some typical things you do with your family on Christmas?
We get together, we have a nice gathering. It's a good opportunity for me to see my people, spend some time with them, break bread, and just celebrate, see the babies growing up, and make sure everybody's all good.
Okay. Now, why do you celebrate Christmas? Like, why do you guys do it?
We're just grateful. We're grateful to be here on earth. We're grateful to be alive. It's an opportunity for us to sit down and be thankful for the things that we have and look forward to the things that we're striving for.
What are some of the things that your family does during Christmas time?
You know, call each other, wish each other Merry Christmas, get together, eat together, have great conversation, you know, uplift people. You know, if you have anything to give, you know, to give to the less fortunate.
Okay, all praise. So that seems a little charitable. A lot of charitable. So that's that's the vibration you try to push during Christmas time?
Definitely.
You know the origin behind Christmas? Like, where did it originate from? Where did it come from? Why do we even do it?
Yes.
Oh, what?
Because of Jesus.
Because of Jesus. Okay. So you said because of Jesus. Did you learn that in Christianity?
Yes.
You did? What if I was to tell you that Jesus never celebrated that? Nor his birthday wasn't even on the 25th day.
I believe you. Because I think that records aren't exactly intact.
Does Christmas have anything to do with Christ?
It does. I think as time goes on, you know, people are kind of separating Christmas from Christ. But yeah, definitely has a lot to do from it.
And where did you learn that from?
I just learned that in school growing up. You know, when I used to go to church, that's when I learned that. But I do feel like those views are kind of slowly trickling away now.
Okay.
I think it's becoming more of a kind of consumerism holiday.
Yeah,
than it
for
used to
sure.
be.
Yeah.
According to the scripture, John 10, verse 22, he did celebrate something in the wintertime. Do you know what that is?
I do not.
It's called Feast of Dedication, which is also known as Hanukkah to our terms. So what is that? That's a holiday that Jesus celebrated that's in the Bible.
Did you know Christmas was in the Bible?
Kind of. Yeah, I'll say.
Okay. So I'm gonna come back to that question, but I want to let you know. So Christ, right? Did you know he never celebrated Christmas?
I didn't know that.
Okay, so the holiday he did celebrate, or the feast that he did celebrate, well, you can find in John 10 and 22, which was the Feast of Dedication. That's what Christ actually celebrated. They say that Christmas is the celebration of his birthday, correct?
Yes.
But Christ didn't celebrate birthdays. So how do we celebrate something that Christ didn't celebrate if it's about Christ? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Christmas being in the Bible, you can find that in Jeremiah 10 and 2. And what it actually says is to tell us not to celebrate Christmas. That was a custom of the heathen. Those are the things that the heathen did, and that was the reason why God separated himself from Israel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the reason why a lot of the times things are getting separated from, Christ is getting separated from Christmas this year, or nowadays, is because it never had anything to do with it. It's like how you said, it was always about consumerism. It was always getting the people into a mold of spending money. What you think about that?
I'm not surprised. I also heard that, you know, the day of Christmas that we celebrate is actually different than, you know, the time that Jesus Christ was born.
Exactly.
They said that the Palestinian winters were too cold.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I'm not surprised.
Okay, so there you go. So it's not lining up. You see the fallacies that make it a lie.
Right.
So what's some typical traditions you do for Christmas?
Cook dinner and watch football.
Okay, so you cook dinner and watch football. Okay. Now, why do you celebrate Christmas?
Because it's like what everybody does, I assume. I never been taught like what it actually means. Like I don't celebrate like white Santa Claus or anything. It's just something that we always have done. So
Okay.
Wayne, I want to ask you a couple of questions about Christmas. How long you been celebrating Christmas?
Man, shit. Basically all my life.
All your life you've been
All my
celebrating Christmas. Okay. So what do you celebrate it for? What's the reason why you celebrate Christmas?
Basically the same time as for the kids and the grandparents.
The kids and the grandparents, so it's more of like a family thing.
Right.
Get together with the family, spiritual, you said. Okay, so you've been celebrating it all your life, and you've been celebrating, you do it because of the family.
Right.
Okay, all praise. So
You said something. You said you've never been taught what it really means. That was going to be my next question. Do you know the origin behind Christmas?
for like, you know, the world, I would assume it's buying presents and, you know, it's family time. I know that religiously it probably has something to do with like the birth of Jesus. Yeah, that's as far as I know.
So you said it has something to do with the birth of Jesus. Typically, Christianity teaches us that. But did you know that Christ never celebrated Christmas? Matter of fact, according to John chapter 10, verse 22, he celebrated a holiday, but it wasn't Christmas. It's this holiday called Feast of Dedication, also known as Hanukkah today. So Christ, he never dealt with Christmas, but the holiday he did deal with was Feast of Dedication. I'm about to show you in the Bible.
Book of John, chapter 10 and verse 22.
Check this out.
And it was at Jerusalem, the feast of dedication, and it was winter, and Jesus walked in the temple in Solomon's porch.
So it was Feast of Dedications, and Christ went to walk in the temple to celebrate.
do you know the different things, the aspect of the Christmas? You know how they got Santa Claus and the Christmas tree and all that. What do you think that came from?
It came from God.
It came from God, the Christmas tree and all
Basically,
that.
everything from the spirits. Basically, everybody, you know, from the other side, but mostly everything came from God.
All that came from God.
So I
So
don't want to get deeply, basically deeply on it, but everything came from God.
all that. So would you say that Christmas was about Christ?
Yes.
So my next question is, did Christ celebrate Christmas?
Yeah, I say 50-50.
50-50?
I say 50-50.
Okay, so 50% he celebrated Christmas and 50% he celebrated what? Or what's the 50-50?
Basically, it's just, I don't want to get deep into it, but Christmas is all about family. Keep everybody happy. Show your love, show your spirit. That's all.
Okay.
Lift everybody up.
Lift everybody up. Okay. So what if I told you that Christ never celebrated Christmas and Christmas had nothing to do with the Bible? Would you agree with that?
I don't know, but at the same time, I say it's 50-50.
50-50 what?
It's 50-50 believable and 50-50 real.
Did you know that Christmas is actually in the Bible? Do you know what it says about Christmas in the Bible? Can we Jeremiah chapter 10? Because this is the information that the Christian churches never teaches us. Like we get taught just to do stuff without knowing why we're doing it. That's why I like what you said, like, well, I do it, but I really don't know why I'm doing it.
Yes, sir.
Now let me show you this. Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 25.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
So let's talk about the heathen customs. What heathen custom is he about to talk about? Read.
For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
What holiday do we cut a tree out of the forest? Right. Read.
The works of the hands of the workmen with an axe. They deck it with silver and with gold.
What's the famous thing we do on Christmas when we cut the tree down?
You gotta help me out.
So I'm gonna have to read it again.
Okay.
Verse 4. They deck it with silver and with gold.
So what do we do with the tree?
Decorated.
We decorate it with the silver jewels and the ornaments and the silver and gold. Yeah, we can't do it. Read.
They fasten it with nails and with hammers.
And so when we put the tree in the house, you have to put the tree stuff and fasten it to the ground. Read.
That it move not. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born.
Okay, that's it. So at that time, they used it, back in the ancient times, they used to use the palm tree to do it. Right now, we use the evergreen tree to celebrate.
Crazy. So Justin, let me ask you, we going over Christmas, right? How long you been celebrating Christmas?
I stopped celebrating Christmas about probably like 10 years.
Oh, really? You stopped celebrating Christmas?
Yeah.
Okay. So what led you to that?
Man, it was what they call a rabbit hole. First, I started realizing that it was a bunch of different quote-unquote gods. Birthday, December 25th,
Right.
rose. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing with the winter solstice and all that. So once I started learning about that, it made me step all the way back and say, okay, let me figure out the real truth about this.
Okay, all praises. So you understand that Christmas actually is in the Bible, though?
Yeah.
It's in the Bible, but under a different text, like we're not supposed to be celebrating.
Right.
So let me ask you this: do you know the day that we're supposed to be celebrating during this time?
No, I actually don't.
All praises. So what we're actually supposed to be celebrating is the Feast of Dedication. When you read John 10 and 22, that show you that's what Christ was celebrating, the Feast of Dedication. Today, that's known as Hanukkah. That's a part of the tradition that we're supposed to be keeping. Let me ask you this: what about the day that Christ was born? Was he born in the winter, or when was Christ born?
I mean, I believe it was like in the spring.
In the spring.
Yeah.
Okay. All praises. So why do you think they have us celebrating these days the way they do? Easter, Christmas, all these different holidays that ain't got nothing to do with the Bible. Why do you think that is?
I mean, it's satanic. It's the devil worship of this world. Every month has a specific holiday for them to do what they do. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of other things. All right, I don't want to get into it right now, but a lot of other things they do around these holidays as well.
What are some family traditions that you do with your family?
We usually do the Christmas tree decorations, and we'll make gingerbread houses. Usually go to my family's house and eat good.
Okay. So you do Christmas to spend time with your family.
Yeah.
Okay. So real quick, have you ever asked yourself, or even asked a family member, why do you guys celebrate?
No, I haven't.
In your own opinion, why do you celebrate? Well,
I know it's Jesus' birthday. Oh, Lord. Yeah, that part, but yeah, as far as now, we don't really do that much about it. Gotta get better with that.
Now, what if I told you that it was never Jesus' birthday? Matter of fact, Jesus never celebrated it, but he did celebrate a holiday in the winter time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what holiday that is?
Nah.
So, according to John chapter 10, verse 22, he celebrated a feast called Feast of Dedication, which is also known as Hanukkah today. You know about Hanukkah?
Yeah.
So, that's something that we're supposed to do. It's not about Christmas, and we usually do it for the kids and and stuff, but we have our own customs that we celebrate that Christ celebrated, according to the Bible.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Heard of it.
You heard of it?
Yeah, I heard about that.
So now that you know that it's not a tradition of Christ, would you still do it, or would you even consider about doing the other holiday?
I consider another holiday for sure.
Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank
Shout your
you, guys.
Instagram out. Anything you want to shout out?
Just Precy at Instagram. That's it.
Okay, thank you for your time.
All right.
You have it, man. We here with Justin out here. He's from Chicago. Hey, he with it. He already understand that Christmas is not something we're supposed to be doing. What is Christmas?
It's really a cash grab. It's something that they use to make. This is when they make the most money all year. You know what I'm saying? So that's the biggest thing about it. From Black Friday to now, they make the most money. So
Right.
they want to make sure that you are connected to this. So they get you in your childhood. So all the music and all of the things you see is all nostalgia. You know what I'm saying? And they want you to pass the tradition on to your child. So it's a thing that you just gotta break. And they say breaking generational curses is really real.
There you go, breaking generational curses. This is one of the things that they use to keep us in those curses. Christmas and all that, celebrating things that has nothing to do with us, that has nothing to do with the progression of our people. So you on point, man. Well, I appreciate your time. We're gonna let you get on.
So with knowing that, according to the Bible, do you think probably next year would you be wanting to celebrate Christmas or celebrate the actual holiday that Christ celebrated?
I would celebrate the actual holiday, but I probably wouldn't do it at all because I don't really celebrate Christmas. Like I said, it's just a day off. Watch football, we eat. But yeah, if I knew more, I would probably, get into the understanding of why Christmas is, and I would celebrate that.
I appreciate you, sis.
Yeah.
Go ahead and shout yourself out, Instagram, family, anything.
I don't have Instagram, but hi, my name's Tierra. Hi, Mom.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, all right. We appreciate your time. We ain't gonna hold you up any longer.
Man, thank you, man.
Yeah, let the
Appreciate
people know you, where you from and
Seattle.
you got social media, anything?
Nah, I'm good, man. I appreciate everything.
Okay.
You
There
already
you
know,
have
man.
it.
God bless.
God bless, God bless. With that being said, I got one more question for you. Now that you have the understanding of that, what is it going to take for you to not celebrate Christmas? Because I know it's a family tradition and all that. That's
Yeah.
the reason why I asked that way.
Yeah. I mean, God, it would definitely take a lot because it's such a positive holiday, you know, for families, and you know, it's a reason to get together, and you know, it's a long time tradition. I would think if there was something else to celebrate instead.
It is.
That
I
was
just told
actually
you.
more factual.
When it goes to John 10 and 22, or that's going into the Feast of Dedication. That's what Christ actually celebrated.
Okay.
Today, that's known as Hanukkah, and that's what we're supposed to be celebrating if we want to celebrate and do the things that Christ did.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a possibility.
Okay. Okay. Well, I ain't gonna hold up too much of your time. So let the people know your name again.
Ramel from Seattle.
Romero from Seattle. This is IUIC Customer Street.
Shalom, this is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. I have an important message about your leaders in the Christian church. Your bishops, pastors, reverends, and ministers are all lying to you and leading you straight to damnation. The truth is, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the biblical Israelites, according to Deuteronomy chapter 28. Jesus Christ is a black man with white wool hair, according to Revelation chapter 1, verses 14 and 15. We as the Israelites must keep the commandments in the faith of Christ to receive salvation, as it is written in Revelation chapter 14, verse 12. I've challenged and debated Christian authorities all over the world on these issues. Not one of them has been able to negate this truth. Your pastors have led you astray, worshiping pagan holidays and false gods, just as in the days of old. So join us on our mission to restore the true nation of Israel before the decree goes forth. The work is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Visit our website at israelunite.org or call us at 855-484-4842 to learn more and visit our schools. Shalom.